Repetition!
Hey YouTube, Dogregician84 here, and this is a channel update. My seat is going down for some reason. Why won't it stay up? So there has been a development regarding minor league stuff. I was talking to Jack and John after I've been doing some thinking for a week, and I'm just going to get straight to the point. I'm coming back to the minor league, because, well, I can't help but feel like maybe I was a bit hasty just outright quitting it all those weeks ago. So it was one of those times where I just let my frustration just get the better of me, just getting overwhelmed with OTK decks and a lockdown deck, and the arguments that followed certainly didn't help things, but then I got thinking some more. To be fair, I was able to do very well against all of them. I mean, I beat Fluffles and Earth Machines, and got a draw against Invoked. Okay, so it wasn't a win, and there was no telling how the match would have gone if there was more time. But even then, at least I was able to get rid of Mechaba. And I guess I just simply forgot in the heat of the moment that I could just simply request to have something done about those decks. And I probably still will, to be fair, but yeah, I guess it was just one of those days. Yeah, where I just let too much get on top of me, I suppose. But yeah, it just goes to show that yeah, I can deal with them, and obviously can win the event, even though, like I said, I just entered the minor league for the fun of it, and that's what's important, really. So yeah, I'm coming back because I do miss having games with those guys, and yeah, I miss, you know, I miss the awesome friendly atmosphere, you know, despite annoying decks and cards and stupid disagreements. And of course there is also the funny jokes and banter and stuff, which I do miss. I feel like that can get me through them. That is, the more tougher games. So yeah, I'm not gonna resort to what I was talking about in those other videos. I'm not going to resort to the list of demands. I'm not going to go with the scooping, well, not really scooping, but just the strategy of refusing to play it out. If anything, my strategy now regarding decks that I hate is just if I either encounter them or see them get played, then I will just simply try and get them banned. Yeah, that is of course something that can be done. Unlike in normal tournaments and pass format tournaments. So yeah, it's going to be a slow but sure process of elimination depending on what hated decks come up. And yeah, I will just simply do whatever it takes to get them eliminated from the minor league and just more and more properly make it a chilled format. Whereas I'll just keep playing the decks I usually play and show what a chilled deck is really all about. So will I end up seeing if I can win one of these with Rainbow Neos, Magician Girls, Cats, Nouvelles and Pearly? I don't know. Still haven't... excuse me. Still haven't decided on that. Although again, I don't feel confident that I'd win the whole thing for Magician Girls and Cats, even though I did almost... excuse me. Almost win one of these with Magician Girls. What the problem is, it feels too hit and miss with Magician Girls. Like if I don't see my berries or chocolates, then it's hard to get anything going. And yeah, Magician Girls need more support. God damn it! I wish I'd thought of that when I did that top video on archetypes that need support. That should have been number one, as opposed to Summon Skull or Guardians, even though they still need support as well. Whereas Cats are the weakest deck I have, so I'm just not too sure. Either way, that's the plan. I mean, but yeah, other than the minor league stuff and I guess common charity stuff, which I'll talk about in a minute, I still stick by my decision to quit current format Yu-Gi-Oh! Otherwise. Yeah, I will still never play a normal current format game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever again. Like, that's definitely been decided. I just don't want to deal with that ever again. So yeah, the closest thing will be the minor league Retition format, express gaming format, and common charity. Yeah, it's like I can't make up my mind about it. First I was willing to give it a go, then I didn't want to, and now I'd be more willing to. And that's going to happen in mid-March, so I will give it a go. That is, if I can get a deck ready in time for it. I would prefer it to be Melfi's, although Billsy did say that I could play Legendary Heroes, since almost everything in the deck is common. I'd have to adjust it so it follows the ban list, though, but but that is a possibility. Melfi's are what I'm leaning more towards, even though there's cards I can't really use. For instance, Melfi of the Forest doesn't have a common printing. Obedience Schooled doesn't have a common printing, and neither do any of the Nightmares or Zeus. So it could be a tricky one. Maybe I can put together a common Dark Magician deck. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. I don't know if I'll go to the minor league tomorrow night, though, because because there are some things I do want to organise for a little romantic trip me and Emma will go on in a couple of days. We're not going too far away. It's going to be in that same place we stayed in before. So who knows? If I do go tomorrow night though, then I will stick with the original plan I had in mind, which was to try and get redemption with Magician of Chaos. In fact, that's another thing. I have stuff in the side, to be fair, that can help me deal with OTK decks. So I did have a good lineup for dealing with those before. It's just anything that runs negates could be a different story, especially since my hero decks can't use Super Poly. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. But as for tonight, though, I will be having September 7 games with Matt and Alison Welch. I apologise there weren't any last week, but they had other plans. So yeah, he's going to be using 3 hero decks: Elemental Heroes, Destiny Heroes, and Diamond Do Turbo. I am also going to use Elemental Heroes and Destiny Heroes, and also throw in my generic Warriors, since the decks he's bringing to the table are Warrior-based decks anyway, and my Warriors does have an Elemental Hero in it, Wild Heart, so it does make sense. But I just need to decide which should face what, as I want to try and avoid duplicates of matchups we've had before. I know my Destiny Heroes faced his Diamond Do Turbo deck. We did have an Elemental Hero mirror match, plus we had Elemental Hero and versus Destiny Hero matchups. Like, we did one, then the other with each other's. So I feel like what would be on the cards would be a Destiny Hero mirror match, which is not something you see every day. And I think my Elemental Heroes should face his Diamond Do Turbo deck, which means Warriors would face his Elemental Heroes. That's the matchup we're going to go for. And yeah, so hope you're looking forward to all that stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for games. Catch you in a bit. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.